Our next guest walks the walk, talks the talk, and probably could do a little dance. But we didn't ask about that. We just want the science stuff.
Since humans have developed language, we've needed to communicate to each other. We started off by etching notes into stone tablets to people next to us, but now we can send communication across the world at really high speeds. And we can do that because of fiber optics. Fiber optics would not be possible without lasers. Hey, I'm Meriame, and I'm just a girl in the physics world, here to tell you about how we use lasers to make high-speed data connections a reality. Fiber optics are made up of two main things: a core, which is where the light travels through, and a cladding that surrounds the core. In today's lab, we're going to go through the basic principles of how fiber optics work with stuff that you can find at home. So some red gelatin and a laser. But you can use a cat toy at home. And we're basically going to shine light and see what happens to describe total internal reflection, which is the concept, the physics principle that is needed for optical communication. But before we start, lasers can be very dangerous. Don't point it at anybody's eyes, and just make sure you're always mindful of where the beam is going. We're going to start off by making a little lens with jelly and see how the light is going to bend. This is known as refraction, the bending of light as it passes through a more dense medium. Because I am using a lab laser, I need to use a specialized safety goggle that will protect my eyes from any stray beams. All right, let's see refraction in action. At a straight angle, you're going to see that the beam just goes straight through. As we increase the angle of incidence, so the angle at which the light is attacking the medium, you can see that light can be refracted inside the fiber optic. First, the light goes in straight, it refracts, and then it can also be total internally reflected, and that is where the light waves are being reflected back on fiber optics, rather than refracting outside. Now let's look at total internal reflection in a nice clean slate of jelly. We're going to use a rectangle to mimic the fiber optic cable. So I'm going to take this guy, put it over here, and I'm going to shine my laser, and you can see there's no light being passed outside, and all the light is being contained inside your fiber optic. When we turn the lights off, we'll see all those reflections really clearly. So we have 1 reflection, 2 reflection, and 3 reflection. And so we're containing all that laser light and passing it down our fiber optic, and that is the process by which we transmit our information across the internet really fast. How cool is that? So with total internal reflection, in fiber optics, we can send laser light over 62 miles without any losses. But to send information, we need to talk to a computer. And computers work in binary, so ones and zeros. In the form of optical communication, that is laser on, so 1, and then laser off, 0. And by sending those flashes of light down your optical fiber, you're able to send information to a computer. So there you have it. That's how lasers, wiring, and physics come together to bring internet to your home. And you can watch your favorite science hosts tell you about how the internet works.
If you're watching this, you must have really liked the video. Make sure you follow and subscribe, and check out these other videos that are even better. No, really. I've seen this one over 100 times.